All right. Good evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Abhishek Gulia. I'm the founder of 10,000 Speakers, and welcome to this amazing day called World Speech Day. Today, we are going to celebrate something phenomenal, something which has brought the whole humanity forward, the art and power of speaking. I think that is one of the major reasons why people are there where they are today. World Speech Day is an amazing thing where it is started by Simon from UK and has gone across to multiple countries. I welcome to you to this session, and we have amazing speakers who will be speaking on different topics on the basic theme of new harmony. I would like to introduce my co-host Nidhi Chauhan to introduce the topic as well as introduce World Speech Day. Nidhi?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
Great. A very good evening to everyone and a warm namaste from India. Today, as we unite together to celebrate the World Speech Day, I'd like to share a few words before I invite the very founder, Mr. Simon, to talk to us more about it. Now, humans are the only species on this planet who are blessed with language, the power of words. Words that bring people together and words that can break nations apart. And today we gather together to speak about the theme of a new harmony, a theme that is so relevant in the present times, from the disruption that COVID-19 has caused to whatever is going on around the world. We have fantastic speakers with us, 15 of us from India, representing India on this theme, talking about various ways in which this theme can be interpreted, right from personal all the way to social and environmental, technological, etc. I would invite Mr. Simon to tell us more about what prompted him to start the World Speech Day and what prompted him to bring all of us together, irrespective of our age, our background, our country, and to give us all a stage where we are able to bring forward powerful ideas that break the barriers. Mr. Simon, please.
Yes, well, hello, everyone. A great pleasure to be with you all this morning, this evening, and a particular pleasure to be part of an event being hosted in India. I'm so keen to hear the ideas and voices coming out of India. I've long wanted to develop activities, and it's just great that we're together and that you're hosting this event in India. World Speech Day is now in its 6th year, and we've grown from an idea, a simple idea, to events in about 100 nations in that time. So it's an extraordinary development, and maybe not something I expected. Personally, I released the idea to the world, and people took it up and developed it, and it's really grown in the hands of other people. I've been lucky enough to connect and to support events, but really World Speech Day has developed because people take the idea and host events and do their own thing with it. The reason we started World Speech Day, or that I started World Speech Day, was really to celebrate speeches and speech making and their role in society. How they bring societies together, how they hold people to account. It's one of the best ways that we have to share ideas, but it's also one of the best ways to hold people up to the truth by what they say. And I think we've seen that in the last few days, in the words of President Zelensky in Ukraine, speaking to the people of Ukraine, how much that mattered, how much it was a sense of belief and a sense of belonging that he was able to convey, and also a sense of conveying the truth of the situation. So I think that's one of the things that's come across very powerfully, that speeches are about upholding values, upholding beliefs, sharing ideas, and holding the truth up to examination. So I think it's worked very well. The other great attribute that I think we've been able to harness is this notion of unexpected voices. That everybody has good ideas, and I've seen that year after year after year, young and old coming forward with great ideas, to reshape the world around them. And it's proof that good ideas not the province or the sole province of elite groups or universities. Everybody has ideas to share. Everybody in the sharing of ideas develops and builds out new ideas that wouldn't have taken shape without that. So it's an extraordinary development, but reaching out to unexpected voices does work. We find new thoughts, new ideas, new voices, people who wouldn't normally have spoken in public come forward, and that's a real development. And so these few things I think are worth sharing, that speeches can change the world, your world. They're very important in your career, in your life, but also in the way that society functions. And that if we can reach out to unexpected voices, if we can treat all of ourselves as the same, as one community, one world community, valuing each other's ideas across cultures, I think we have something very, very powerful to celebrate on World Speech Day. So it's a great pleasure to be here. Sorry if I rambled a bit. I get a bit excited on World Speech Day as things come close. But tomorrow and today, we're going to have some fantastic events. So thank you very much all for participating. And I'm looking forward to your ideas and to your unexpected voices.
That's amazing. Thank you, Simon, for making this amazing concept as well as this amazing day, so that a lot of unheard voices are out there and a lot of ideas which we don't think, or maybe sometimes we are not thinking even to share it with our own people. You're giving this platform to us to spread it across the globe, and I think that's fabulous. Thank you, Simon, and keep inspiring us for this, and keep this amazing thing. Thank you, Simon, for creating this whole day. Awesome. So I think there's a lot of energy with the group here now, and we'll be taking this this session across. So here we have 15 speakers for you who have different topics on the same theme. We'll be starting with our first speaker, who is Suryadeep. So Nidhi, you're here. Why don't you introduce our coming speaker, and then we can take it forward.
Sure. So our first speaker today is Dr. Suryadeep Majumdar. He's a communication coach and co-founder of Sun's Den. His topic for today is how can we shine? And he would be taking up 4 minutes of time to talk to us about his ideas behind it.
Over to you, Suryadeep.
Will you please speak to me? Hi. I'm Suryadeep. May I speak to you? Hey there. Excuse me. Would you like to talk to me? A good teacher, a very famous senior, maybe a school crush, a school principal, the most gorgeous woman on college, you name it. I would never speak to anyone. My voice would choke, my legs would completely shake, and I would turn completely blank. It all started in senior high school. The head boy elections were on. The leading guy walked up, a complete brat. Every single time he'd lead something, he will always give his opportunities to his friends. So I decided to contest. He walked up and he said, "My dear schoolmates, for years right now, our school has been producing head boys that have transitioned into carving out legacy, taking the name of the school forward. Please vote for me." Quite a promising speech indeed. It was my turn to back up. So I did. Listen, dear students, there's always loads of talk, but no action. I thought of speaking. I did speak, but only in my mind. Not even a word. I turned down, walked down the stage. The giggles, the eerie, the silence completely numbed me. The result, not even a single friend in school. Forget about losing the elections. The same episode repeated a few years later when I was in college, second year. The teacher walks me up. "Suryadeep, get up, come on, talk to us about home." Home. home is where the heart is. The magic is mummy. The fearlessness and freedom is father. Most importantly, you feel love. I thought of speaking. I did speak, but only in my mind. Turned down, walked down, and sat on my place. The result? All throughout my college life, I became a laughing stock. And not just that, not even a single friend. A few days after this incident, I asked myself, well, who am I speaking for really? Is it me or is it others? Well, maybe it's not just about me. Maybe the challenges, the struggles, and all that setbacks that we go through, maybe it's a guiding light that can help others, pave the way for others towards success. So what I did is I took out my cell phone and I recorded a video and I put it up there. Guess what happened? That one video led to months of struggle. Yes, 75 videos across YouTube, and right now 11,000 plus followers across Instagram, 300 plus followers across Facebook, LinkedIn, people reaching out to me just because they want to hear my story. And that's what I want you to know. If we are talking about harmony, maybe it's just about sharing your message. Maybe it's just about sharing your story. Because if you decide to do so, you are paving the way out for others to shine. My name is Dr. Suridip Mazumdar. Would you like to shine with me? Speak with me? Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. It was so powerful. Thank you, Surdeep. It was the first debut performance, and I think that's fabulous. Thank you for sharing your talk with us. And I think a lot of people would be inspired by you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Let's move to the next speaker. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? Was it super inspirational? Yeah?
It was
Awesome.
indeed.
That's amazing. Awesome. Great. Nidhi, I think this is something we have got a great start. And let's take it to the next speaker and let's see what ideas he or she has to change the world.
Yes. Our next speaker is Anshika Jha. She is a student in 12th standard at Vision Valley School, perhaps the youngest participant here with the freshest of ideas. She is going to be talking about the topic, how can we harmonize internally to create a new harmony in the world? Ms. Anshika, the stage is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're
Yes.
clearly audible.
Okay, so people might be thinking what a 16-year-old know about trauma, world harmony, and etc. etc. But to be honest, I'll tell you, most of the childhood trauma cases or mental stress, mental illness is seen in the teenagers. These are the things that are never visible on the body, but are deeper and more hurtful than anything that bleeds. Hello, speakers, lend me your ears. I am Anshika, and I'm going to speak on the topic based on how to rebound from personal trauma and find one's own path to harmony. Lately, the world seems to be lurching from one crisis to another. We experienced the global pandemic, economic uncertainty, and whatnot. And then there are personal traumas that people are also dealing with, such as loss of loved one, declining health, tragic accidents, and many things. For many of us, this is a time of unprecedented struggle and upheaval. You may be painfully grieving all that you have lost, flooded with conflicting emotions and uncertainty about how to move on. So I would just say, believe in yourself for who you are. Don't let others limit you from being your true self. Learn the difference between your intuition guiding you and your traumas misleading you. I would like to give you a few ways with which you can help to rebound yourself from personal traumas. Number one, adapt an active coping lifestyle and surround yourself with positive support. It can be from a family member, a friend, or even strangers. Work towards acceptance. Engage in positive imagery. Get some future goals set, visualize yourself accomplishing them, and trust me, these small doses of motivation works in the long run. Find inspirations, follow the morning affirmations, believe in yourself. Recovery is a process. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes everything you've got. Reality is not wild or chaotic. It's just a grand artwork of existence. In the end, concluding my words, I would just like to recite a poem. There is an inner sun in me, radiating in and through. It depicts my inner harmony. It manifests love and spreads light all around me. It gives me light in my eyes, a smile on my face, a joy in my heart. Harmony helps prayers sublime to reach the heart of the highest eternal, never ending and unseen one. Compassion is nothing but harmonizing your soul with the grand melody of existence. So, next time you hear that little voice in your head saying that you are not good enough, you cannot do it, just ignore it. I believe in myself. If I can do it, I can make peace with myself, then definitely I can make peace with this world. Thank you.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Anshika, I think that is so powerful words coming from a 16-year-old, and you kind of brightened the whole speech and the whole stage. I think that's fabulous. How are you feeling about speaking on this day?
I like feel really overwhelmed sharing the stage with such great personalities and such great speakers. Like all of you are so experienced, and here I'm not only because I want to speak, but I want to listen, listen to your thoughts and everything, and just like grow my perspective and like visualize things in a different way. And yeah, I'm really lucky to have this stage.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. And very sure that we'll find the new harmony inside us as you suggested. Great. Awesome. Moving next. Who is the next speaker who is going to dazzle us with his or her thoughts, Nidhi?
Yes. The next speaker who we have is Bhaumik Sen. He's a public speaking and mindset coach. And his topic is, Bhaumik, could you please help us with your here?
Yes, it is harnessing the internal harmony to harmonize the world.
Sure. The stage is all yours. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, friends, let me give you two scenarios. One wherein an army of 18 billion folks working for you day in and day out, taking care of you really well. And a second scenario wherein the same army of 80 billion folks fighting against each other, lacking direction and killing each other only. Let me ask you, which one will you prefer? I'm sure you will prefer the army number one, right? Friends, my name is Bhaumik. I'm a youth empowerment coach, a two-time TEDx speaker, and Amazon #1 best-selling author. I will try to connect the dots with this army thing, what I just asked you. But before that, let me tell you a story. The story is about Ross, who worked as a senior manager in one of the MNCs. He came home tired and really wanted to have a chill out, right? But his 5-year-old son, he wanted his time. Papa, I want to play with you. And he said, no, let me take some rest. But Ross knew that he will not leave him. So what he did was he took a piece of paper which had the world on one side of it, and he actually tore that paper and give it to his son Tim, and told him that, you just go and try to sort it out. He knew it will take some time. To his surprise, it was only 5 minutes and Tim came back. He said, Father, hey, here you go. I've got this puzzle sorted. Totally bamboozled. Ross asked him, how did you manage to get it solved so quickly? He said, it was easy, Dad. On the other side of it, there was a picture of a man. And when I got the man correct, I got the world correct. Wow. What a powerful message indeed, right? And also, if we look all around us, right? Communities, societies, organizations, countries, and world, they have one thing in common: human being, man or woman, if you may say. With this thought, It took my focus away from the world harmony to my internal harmony while I was preparing for the speech. And it took me 2 years back when I was struck by COVID, and it surrounded me with anxieties and worries and whatnot. And there was a bad personal situation which only added fuel to the fire. I always had been a person who wanted to leave an impact to the society and give back. But leave about impacting the world, guys, I was not able to take care of myself. To say the least, I was not in harmony with myself. And that is where my friend, a wonderful friend, introduced me to this amazing technique, which helped me regain my confidence and I can say harmony in a span of next 3 months. And this wonderful technique was breath work. Breath in yoga, as we call it, is the prana. And if I talk about it, prana is the basic Lego block of the building called life, which you have got. And it has direct link with your mind, my friends. It is said that you cannot control your mind, but you can always control your breath to control your monkey mind. An investment of 30 minutes over the next 90 days changed it altogether. And there I was in complete harmony with myself and alignment with myself. It actually helped me to pen down my amazing #1 best-selling book, which is Hidden Secrets of Super Learner, in next 90 days. And I conducted over 100 of webinars in that entire year. Our brain, my friends, has 80 billion neurons, and breath work is the commander. And that is the army I talked about earlier. Only because I was in the harmony with myself, I was able to serve people around me and make their lives better in some or the other way. Friends, if one wants to see the world in this new harmony or world in the harmony, we need to start with ourselves. And it takes me to the old saying, which takes the charity begins at home. Well, I was able to find my new harmony in this breath work. The question is, when will you find yours? Thank you very much and namaste.
Awesome. That is fabulous. Thank you. Thank you, Bhaumik, for sharing such amazing idea. I think breath is something that we take on a daily basis, but we don't even think about it. And I think that is something very powerful because we take it lightly, I think. What do you think, Nidhi?
Oh, that's a fantastic thing. In fact, all about when you control how you breathe, you practice mindfulness. And like he rightly said, once I got the man right, very well done.
That's amazing. Awesome. Thank you, Bhaumik, for sharing your ideas with the world. We're very happy to have you here. And let's move to the next speaker. Nidhi?
Sure. Our next speaker is Ms. Padma Priya. She's a student at Dr. Lankapalli Balaya College, and her topic is a new harmony with nature. Ms. Priya, the stage is yours.
Thank you everyone for recognizing me. It is a great opportunity to be here and speak and give my view about being in harmony with nature. When I was a 5-year-old, I loved to go for water parks with my family. I loved to go with different activities that included the electricity and the natural resources, to go for trekking, to go for a ride, to go for a cycle ride, to go for water parks with my dad. And I felt very amusing about it. And until and unless when I reached to my 12th class, I heard from a girl the story from her village that there is a woman who's just 25-year-old, a mother of 2, who is using a mango to just make water from it, from the brackish water which is available in the village, which is full of unsanitation conditions. And I then realized, like, yes, I was enjoying the water, electricity, and all the services which are available to me 24/7, and I'm wasting them to the most I could. I'm just splashing the water, enjoying with my friends, going to recreations. But there are people on the other side of coin, which I never realized, even I didn't know about, that they are facing a world in their present situation. They're unable to have the basic necessities as a human. The second strike to me is when I was doing my graduation. I met my friend called Priyanka. Like, she's from Rajasthan, and she and her mother used to go for 45 kilometers just to fetch water for their family for clean water and sanitation conditions. It struck me a lot. Then I joined climate change condition group in my club, and I started to encourage people and decrease the amount of water consumed in my college to about 50%. And it was a really great achievement for my college and myself and to my entire team. So the point here I wasn't going to say is that we all enjoy our own basic necessities. We are privileged to have. But there are people who are on the other side of the coin who are not enjoying it. See, I have a water bottle filled with water, but my friend go for 45 kilometers just to fetch this bottle of water. That made a difference in my life. According to the Internal Government Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecodiversity Services, 75% of the land of present day is severely altered. 66% of the oceans that we are having right now are experiencing cumulative impacts, and 85% of our wetlands have been lost. And according to the same survey, that there are nearly 1 million species who are living along with us on this planet from several decades are in the line of extinction, who are written on the Red Book, which is considered as the extinction species book. It clearly makes us understand the present situation. Now, how we can change this? To create and to live in harmony with the nature, there is a need of clear transformation in as consumption as well as in the production patterns. It creates a great difference in each and every person's life. Now let's come to the COVID situation. Everybody is saying that because of the COVID, the nature got some period to recover itself. No, it doesn't. The people who are living in the urban areas, because of the unemployment, they travel back to their rural areas, and it caused in the people the increase in poaching, there is an increase in deforestation, there is an increase in unemployment rates, which led to several different threats. For example, the agriculture, extensive livestock farming, infrastructure, fisheries, forestry, mining, industrial growth, and use of fossil fuels. Now, the government of India is having an forestry rate of about nearly 49% during 1947, but at present it decreased to 21%. If you take into consideration of the Gasloop conference which has happened, it clearly showed that how angry our present day's youth on the young leaders, the leaders of all the countries. The need of actions are to be taken. There is a need of implementation. We have the problems, we have the solutions. All we need to do is to go and move forward. There is a girl named Vinisha Umashankar. Her historic speech has created a great impact on all the leaders, including Borin's son. That clearly indicated that how we are need to live in harmony with our nature. How we can do it? By implementing the three important things, that is education, investment, and infrastructure. At last, I want to conclude by saying that working together is beginning, and being together is just the process, and working and finding solutions is that lies in a betterment. Thank you for the opportunity.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you, Padma, for sharing such wonderful and powerful speech.
That's fantastic.
I think water is something.
Lovely idea, Shri.
Yes, water is something which we don't think much about, but it's same as breathing, and that is so powerful. What do you think, Sujata? Sujata, what are your thoughts?
She was absolutely amazing and rocked it again. Loved it. Loved it, Padma. Yeah, and it was so much synchronizing with the topic you were speaking, and completely loved it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Awesome. So I think we'll move to the next speaker. Nidhi, you can line up the next speaker. And who is the next speaker for us? Who is bringing
Our
some
next
interesting
speaker
thoughts?
is Miss Mahi Nagar. She is a student at Lady Shri Ram College for Women. Could you please introduce your topic as well, please? And the stage is yours. Thank you.
Good evening to one and all. I am Mahi Nagar. I'm from India. And the topic that I've chosen under this theme, A New Harmony, is being truly educated. I would like to start here. Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I was a little bit sorry.
No issues.
Yeah. So the topic is being truly educated. I would like to start with this powerful quote by Nelson Mandela, that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Indeed it is. But what he meant by education? Because in our society, education is taken the same as completing your schooling, having college degree. And according to Cambridge Dictionary, being educated means having good at school or university and having good amount of knowledge. But is this the reality? Because if it has been the reality, we would not have been sitting idle at home unemployed. There are millions of people who are sitting at home unemployed or working as underemployed or employed just not happy with their jobs. Now here it comes that what is the true education? So let's agree upon the fact that education is not equivalent to having a degree. It's a wider concept that we narrowed in our narrow thinking. One of the biggest issue in our country and in the whole world, I would say, is that we are not using our brains enough. We are storing things here, but we are not processing them. We are accepting everything as it is, but we are not critically thinking about them. Here, the important thing is not to just believe on what you believe, but also know the reason why you believe what you believe. It's rightly said by Albert Einstein that education is not the learning of facts, but it's the training of the mind to think. And the speech that I'm delivering today is not intended to tell you the exact definition of education, but to help you ask yourself what is the true education? Help you ask yourself your own definition. Make your own definition. I would urge all of us today to take a moment out of this beautiful day to think about this question and make your own definition. When I started out this journey, the journey to be truly educated, I remember my mother saying this to me, that the problem is not that you do not know enough. The problem is that what you already know, you are not using it enough. Always remember that education is not just about the great aim of education is not knowledge, but action. There is no point of knowing so many things if you can't use it to make yourself a better human being and your surrounding a better place to live. And finally, often in our society, this very important point is being neglected. That think yourself, we as a human has evolved a lot. But do you think that it could have been possible if we have not used what we have learned? And what we have already learned have not been shared with the future generation? Absolutely not. Sharing is the most important thing. Sharing your learning, sharing your knowledge, sharing what helped you, sharing what can help others are the best gift that we can give to others. And finally, I would like to say that today is the best day to acknowledge this thing that we as a human are temporary. The time is limited and it's passing at such a fast rate that only the universe knows. So let's help each other acknowledge this fact. Let's help each other in becoming the best version of ourselves. Concluding my speech with this powerful quote by Rabindranath Tagore ji, that education, the highest education, is that which is not merely giving us information, but making our life in harmony with all existence. This is new harmony. What do you think? Thank you so much.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's super powerful. I think, the main idea that you brought in the whole picture, that was so beautiful that it made all of us think about it, just pause there, and that way it was just so amazing. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing your thoughts. We are
Thank
very motivated, and I think at this age you are putting so much powerful words across to inspire others. I think there's a way ahead for you, and thank you for you know speaking on World Speech Day about your thoughts across. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, everyone.
Great. Anshuman, what do you think?
शानदार सर, बहुत ही शानदार स्पीकर्स आ रहे हैं, इतनी इंस्पिरेशन मिल रही है। और एक बात जो अंशिका ने अपनी स्पीच के एंड में कहा था कि सर बोलने में जितना मजा आता है ना, उससे लगभग 10 टाइम्स ज्यादा मजा आता है सुनने में। बहुत मजा आ रहा है आप सभी को सुनने में, और आप सभी आने वाले स्पीकर्स को ऑल द बेस्ट।
I think that's amazing. That's amazing. So I think the thing is taken off into a next level. बहुत सारे amazing speakers चीजें amazing बता रहे हैं. So Nidhi, let's talk about the next speaker. Who is the next speaker who is bringing on the stage something magical?
Yes, now the stage is already on fire. We are having amazing ideas, and the next one to floor us would be Miss Nancy Shah. She's a public speaker, anchor, and founder of Speakers Circle. Her topic is In Harmony with Self. The stage is all yours, and we look forward to hearing your ideas.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Whatever a mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Hello everyone, I am Nancy Shah, Yes, she has already given my introduction. I'm a trainer, public speaker, anchor, founder of Speaker Circle. Before you take it very seriously, let me take you back to 1996. I was in first standard, and in my school, we had this tradition of news of the day and quote of the day. And I used to watch them every day. After the prayers in the assembly, somebody would get up from the queue, go to the stage, and speak something for a couple of minutes, and everybody would clap for them. I was not interested in public speaking. I was interested in getting those claps. I wanted to be on the stage. That's it. So I informed my class teacher. See, she informed my mother, and somehow my mother convinced my class teacher. And finally, the D-Day arrived. I woke up early with the ironed uniform, polished shoes, and new ribbons, and all set to go on stage. Usually in the assembly, I used to sit in the front row. On that day, I sat at last. Of course, I wanted everybody to observe me while I walked through the line. I sat at last, and finally my name was announced. I walked through the line looking here and there. Okay, everybody's watching me. There were 3 steps to climb the stage. I took the first step and I started shivering. I took the second step and my heartbeat started racing. I took the third step and I turned my face towards the audience. There were 1,000 students with their 2,000 eyes staring at me. There was a pin drop silence and I forgot my lines. I forgot everything. Why do I exist at all? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? I had 2 choices. Either I run away or I just speak whatever comes to my mind. And I chose the second one. I closed my eyes. I took a pause of that 30 seconds and went ahead and spoke. Flash forward to 2018. By this time, I have explored stage a lot, given so many speeches and talks, achieved so many awards, and finally, I decided to work as an anchor, as an host, as an MC for different corporate social events. I got my first show. Of course, I was prepared. I did whatever I could. I reached at the venue at least an hour early. I checked everything. I was all set to host the event. Just before 5 minutes to begin the show, my event planner came to me and asked, Nancy, announce that will begin in 5 minutes. I did announce what he asked for, but my voice could speak of my fear. And he got it. He caught me red handed, and I had no face to save myself. And he just looked into my eyes and asked, do you have confidence in yourself? And he just went. And I started thinking. I was shocked, rather, because nobody had asked something like this to me ever. And he was true. Again, I was in the same situation. Even after practicing public speaking for 20 years, I was again nervous. And I had 2 choices. Either I run away or I still do it. And I chose the second one. How? Just closed my eyes and another pause of those 30 seconds and asked myself, Nancy, if not now, when? And if not you, who? Why am I sharing this with you? We all get such moments in our lives, which becomes a milestone for us. And what we do in those moments defines how we would lead our life further. And at that time, if you can just be in harmony with yourself and know your true potential and just believe in yourself for a fraction of a second, I'm sure you'll be able to do whatever you want. As I said in the beginning, whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So you first need to believe in yourself. I first need to believe in myself. And the way to do is to take a 30 seconds of pause, close your eyes, and connect with your inner soul. If you can find harmony there, I'm sure you'll be able to find harmony in other things as well. Thank you so much for patient hearing.
That's amazing. Thank you, Nancy, for those 30-second inspiration thing. I think probably one of the interesting thing that I can see is we all find ourselves into those scenarios, when speaking
Yes.
or even doing anything, probably sometime it happens when we are shivering, and this 30-second thing could be so powerful for a lot of folks across the globe. I think that's amazing.
Thank you
So
so
I think
much.
that's amazing. Thank you for sharing your ideas with us. And Shubhangi, how is it going?
Is going so fabulous. I am so mesmerized by the speech. I'm speechless.
I think that's amazing. So that is the power of a good public speaker as well. So thank you, Nancy, for sharing such amazing thoughts with us. And let's see who is the next speaker with us.
Yes. Our next speaker is Mr. Anshuman. He is a community manager at 10,000 Speakers, and his topic is the dark matter. The stage is all yours.
Hey guys. Hi. Hello. नमस्ते आप सभी को. थैंक यू सो मच मैम, आपने मेरा स्वागत किया. और इसी के साथ साथ आज हम बात करने वाले हैं द डार्क मैटर पे. द डार्क मैटर क्या है, साइंटिफिक वे में नहीं जाएंगे. द डार्क मैटर जिसके बारे में मैं बात करने वाला हूँ, एक ऐसी पावर है जो सब कुछ डिवाइड करती है, दो हिस्सों में बांट देती है. तो इसके बारे में बात करेंगे. इसका साइंटिफिक वे से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. ये डार्क मैटर ऐसा है जो हम सभी के अंदर रहता है. बस मुझे एक सेकंड दीजिएगा. है गाइस, जब बात हो रही थी हार्मनी की, जब बात हो रही थी वर्ल्ड की, जब बात हो रही थी अपनी बात रखने की, तो यहाँ मैं अपनी बात इस तरीके से रखने वाला हूँ कि जो डार्क मैटर है ना, वो बहुत थोड़ा सा पाया जाता है दुनिया में, बहुत थोड़ा सा, लेकिन हम सभी के दिल में. और वो डार्क मैटर ही हमारी डार्क साइड को डेवलप करता है. और डार्क मैटर की सबसे बड़ी पावर होती है, उस हर चीज को ना दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड करने की शक्ति रखता है. पता है, हम ह्यूमंस अर्थ पे आए थे तो हम सिर्फ ह्यूमंस थे. फिर हमको देखने लगे और हम डिवाइड करने लगे स्किन कलर पे. अरे मैं तो गोरा हूँ, वो तो काला है, वो तो लंबा है, मैं छोटा हूँ, और वो उसकी आंखें अलग तरीके से हैं. और बस यहाँ से डिवीजन स्टार्ट हुआ है, अभी बहुत कहानी बाकी है. फिर हमें लगा कि हमें कुछ और करना चाहिए, तो हमने खुद को रिलीजन पे बांटा. डार्क मैटर अभी भी अच्छे से काम कर रहा था और हमको अलग अलग रिलीजन में डिवाइड कर रहा था. अलग अलग धर्मों में हम टूट गए, और सबसे बड़ी बात, टूटने के बाद एक दूसरे को तोड़ने लगे. डार्क मैटर अभी भी वही था आपके अंदर, कहीं नहीं गया, और उसने हमको ब्रेक डाउन किया नेशंस में. अब नेशन सोसाइटी को मैनेज करने के लिए थे, पर ऐसा हो गया कि एक देश वाले दूसरे देश वालों से नफरत कब करने लग जाएंगे ये नहीं पता था. अब लगा चलो एक अपना अपना नेशन हो गया, अपने जैसे दिखने वाले हो गए, अपने स्किन कलर वाले सब हो गए, अब तो लफड़ा नहीं होना चाहिए. लेकिन डार्क मैटर ने वहां भी काम जारी रखा, क्योंकि उसका तो वही काम है ना, वो तोड़ता रहेगा. डार्क मैटर ने नेशन को स्टेट्स में तोड़ दिया. कैसे तोड़ा पता है? आप दिल्ली वाले हो, हम महाराष्ट्र वाले हैं, कोई इलाहाबाद वाला होगा, कोई उत्तर प्रदेश, तो कोई झारखंड वाला होगा, तो कोई आंध्र प्रदेश वाला. यहाँ भारत वाला कौन है, भगवान ही जानता है. अब डार्क मैटर उसका बाद भी नहीं रुका. अभी हम स्टेट में टूट गए, अपने अपने स्टेट में बैठ गए, ठीक है. अब बैठिए, आप वहाँ डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में भी टूट गए. अब अपने अपने स्टेट में भी सारे एक जैसे नहीं है. हम इलाहाबाद के अलग हैं और कानपुर वाले अलग हैं, लखनऊ वाले अलग हैं. इस तरह से हम और टूटते गए और हम स्टेट्स में डिवाइड होते गए. डार्क मैटर अभी भी ना दिल के अंदर है, वो तो अभी भी काम करेगा. आप टूट गए, अब आप इलाहाबाद के अंदर बैठे हो, लेकिन वो अभी भी अपना काम करेगा, वो अभी भी डिवाइड करेगा, क्योंकि डार्क मैटर का तो वही काम है ना, वो हमें दो हिस्सों में तोड़ता है. अब पता है, हम गांव और शहर में टूट गए. तुम गंवार हो, पिछड़े हुए हो, हम शहर में हैं, आगे वाले हैं. फिर हमें लगा चलो शहर वाले तो खुश रह रहे होंगे भैया, अच्छे से मजे कर रहे होंगे, मजा आ रहा होगा उन सबको. शहर वाले भी टूटे हुए हैं. साउथ दिल्ली और नॉर्थ दिल्ली अलग अलग है. मुझे बहुत बाद में पता चला था. पता, साउथ बॉम्बे अलग है कुछ, मतलब अलग दुनिया है वहाँ. और तो शहर भी टूटे हुए हैं, मतलब हम अभी तक टूटते जाने. शहर टूट गए, चलो लगा चलो अब साउथ दिल्ली वाले सोफिस्टिकेटेड, नॉर्थ दिल्ली वाले नॉट सो सोफिस्टिकेटेड. हमको लगा अब तो सब बढ़िया होगा. हम और अंदर गए और जूम इन किया. डार्क मैटर अभी भी सबके दिल के अंदर था, बाहर होता तो वो रुक जाता. उसने डिवीजन जारी रखा और तोड़ा. पता है, अब लोग कॉलोनीज में टूट गए. एक कॉलोनी, हमारी कॉलोनी अलग, तुम्हारी अलग, समझे. हमारे यहाँ जन्माष्टमी मनाने या खोपड़ी फोड़ देंगे, और गणेश जी विसर्जन हमारे साइड से नहीं जाएगा, और कतई मुहर्रम की रैली यहाँ से निकलनी नहीं चाहिए. इस तरह से हम टूटते ही जा रहे थे. और डार्क मैटर अभी भी दिल में था. हमको लगा कॉलोनी वाले तो सब मजे में होंगे, लेकिन अभी भी टूटना जारी था. अब हम परिवारों में टूटने लग गए. वो तेरा परिवार, ये मेरा परिवार, वो तेरा भाई, ये मेरा भाई. लगा परिवार में सबके मजे होंगे साहब, लेकिन ना, अभी भी सब टूट रहे थे. भाई भाई भी टूटे हुए हैं. ब्रदर एक दूसरे की हत्या कर देते हैं. न्यूज भरी हुई है, न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ लो, नेगेटिव न्यूज से तो भरा ही पड़ा है. भाई भाई को मार डाल रहे हैं, बहन बहन को. और देवरानी जेठानी सास बहू तो भैया इंडियन सीरियल पूरा झामाझूर मचाए हुए हैं, उसमें तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. और अभी भी डिवीजन जारी है ना, क्योंकि डार्क मैटर तो दिल के अंदर था. तो परिवार टूट गए और एक परंपरा चल गई कि दादा पापा चाचा सब साथ में नहीं रहते, अब अलग अलग रहते हैं, और सब छोटे छोटे परिवारों में टूट गए। मतलब एक मम्मी, एक पापा, 4 बच्चे, 2 बच्चे, बस खत्म, लगा आप सब बढ़िया होगा। डार्क मैटर तो दिल के अंदर था, उसने डिवीजन जारी रखा, हमको फिर तोड़ा। अब पेरेंट्स किड्स से अलग हो गए हैं, है ना, जनरेशन गैप है। पापा बुढ़े समझते नहीं, और तू साला नालायक, सब बिगड़ गया, बर्बाद हो रहा है। और डार्क मैटर ये डिवीजन जारी रखता है ना, तो आज ऐसे दिन आ गए हैं कि हमको पता नहीं कितने दिन हो गए अपने पापा को गले से लगाए हुए। शायद 24 साल की उम्र में 3 ही 4 बार लगाए हैं, एक बार दिवाली पर, दूसरी बार अपने बर्थडे पे। और ये सच्चाई हम सभी के लिए लगभग बराबर है, और जिनके लिए नहीं है वो बहुत खुशनसीब है ना। और इसी के साथ साथ डार्क मैटर अभी भी दिल के अंदर था, है ना। बाप बेटे जब अलग अलग हो गए ना, तो अब आ गया एकदम क्लोज वाला रिलेशनशिप, पति पत्नी। लेकिन तलाक की संख्या बताती है कि डार्क मैटर तो उन्हें भी तोड़ रहा है, वो भी एक साथ नहीं है साहिब, वो भी एक साथ अच्छे से नहीं बैठ पा रहे हैं। डार्क मैटर इज स्टिल ब्रेकिंग देम, और डार्क मैटर अभी भी तोड़ना बंद कर देता है। आखिर में बंदा अकेला अपने घर पे बैठा हुआ है, पर डार्क मैटर तो दिल के अंदर था ना, उसने उस बंदे को भी 2 हिस्सों में तोड़ा। और ऐसे टूटे हुए कई बंदे आत्महत्या के कगार पर जाके खड़े हो जाते हैं, और कई तो कूद भी जाते हैं। डार्क मैटर अभी सब हम सबके दिल के अंदर है, डार्क साइड को डेवलप कर रहा है, हार्मनी लानी है, उस डार्क मैटर से पहले लड़ना है। बाकी सारी समस्याएं हम धीरे धीरे सॉल्व कर लेंगे। आप सभी का तहे दिल से शुक्रिया, नमस्कार।
Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing, Anshuman. The way you explained how we all get divided into in unending ways altogether, and how people find themselves lonely at the end was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. When I heard your topic as the dark matter, I was expecting something in lines of physics, but this is a whole different philosophy altogether. Thank you so much. Amazing speech.
I think बहुत बढ़िया लगा. I think that's really amazing. We were all flown across in the way, and we were with you in the speech. I could see Sujata, just flowing with the speech, and she's like, "Oh, he's just talking amazing." So I think that was fabulous. Sujata, what do you think?
आई हैव नो वर्ड्स अभिषेक, आपने ना दिल छू लिया लिटरली। इतना अच्छा लगा आपको सुन के यार, आप एकदम दिल से बोल रहे थे ना, दिल की आवाज हमें दिल तक लग रही थी। इतना I really loved it. I don't know what do I express myself, how do I express myself, but यार मजा आ गया सुन के। एक मिनट बोर नहीं हुआ, हर सेकंड इट इज लाइक वाओ 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 वाओ, ऐसा निकल रहा था आवाज अंदर से।
That's
Loved
amazing.
it.
Awesome. Thank you, Anshuman, for sharing those amazing stuff. And all the people who are watching this in English, connect with somebody who knows Hindi, and they'll be able to explain you what was the depth of the talk that Anshuman shared, and it was amazing. Awesome. Great. So Nidhi, let's move to the next speaker, and let's see what kind of harmony he or she is telling us about.
Yes, the next speaker is Shubhangi Upadhyay. She's a student who's currently preparing for government exams, and her topic is harmony within me. The stage is all yours, Ms. Shubhangi.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello to all enthusiastic learners. I am Shining Shubhangi, and today on the occasion of World Speech Day, I am very honored to share my profound feelings with you all guys. So are you ready? Here I am. So we are aware that we are surrounded by so much of negativity, like whether it is at individual level, community level, or at the national level. And surrounded around these all negativities, it's very challenging to remain positive. But do you know one thing? That our inner wealth can able to survive us in these challenging situations. Believe in yourself is what makes you unique and special. This 2 line has changed my life. Do you know how? Our Miss Universe, Harna Sandhu, peasant title holder, said these lines with so much graceful manner that it impacted me so much. Yes, I believe in myself, and I think everyone should believe in ourselves. But you know what? When we should believe in ourselves and how, we have to find out that what uniqueness we hold. I was also very mesmerized, and I was also very unaware about this hidden secret. You also want to know it? So here is it. It is a hidden secret that I found, that is listening. When I listen to others, it gives me so much of positivity because when I listen to others, I found that there is no negativity. You know what? When we listen to others, we just lost our own problems and find that, oh my God, how can I help these people? And when I help to all people who came to me with so much of worriness, Shubhangi, here's is my problem. Do you have any solution? Then I say, listen, I am here. You just tell me all the things and I will listen to you peacefully. And when I tell them all the solutions to all their problems, it gives me so much of peacefulness and happiness within me. I harmonized my inner wealth, just believing in myself. Believing is a very powerful inner wealth, which gives us so many little values and so many little parameters, just like positivity, energy, a driving force that gives us to lead a better life. And that all I want that you should all guys find in yourself. Before ending my speech, I would love to share an activity with you. So are you ready? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, just close your eyes and affirm these two powerful word lines with me. I believe in myself. I am capable of doing all the things and I am able to do miraculous things in this world. Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Such super powerful stuff. And the way you were representing the whole thing, I think it was fabulous. Thank you, Shubhangi, for sharing and making us do that activity. That is so amazing. That's it. How are you feeling to be on this world stage today?
I'm feeling very happy, very confident.
I think that's amazing. And you told that you are solving problems for a lot of your friends. I think
Yes.
that's fabulous. That's fabulous. We wish you all the power to support and help all the lot of people out there across the globe and inspire them as well.
Thank you so much, Abhishek sir, for giving us this platform.
Yeah, sure. I think that's amazing. Thank you, Shubhangi, for being here. Awesome. Let's move to the next speaker. Who is the next speaker? Nidhi?
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, our next speaker is Mr. Abhishek Sen Gupta. He's a corporate trainer and coach, and his topic is swimming upstream. The stage is all yours, Mr. Abhishek.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. A very good evening to all of you. And it's such a humbling effect today to be part of this August company, though I know it's only the month of March, but truly it's an August company that we are in, and such wonderful, brilliant ideas. As the cliched saying goes, an idea can change the world. And so it was 1982, and a young boy, possibly in the second or third standard, and first time going in for an elocution contest in school, was being trained by its English teacher. Such a wonderful experience, such a huge scope for learning. And so each and every day that boy learned how to emote himself, how to represent himself on stage. There were three others representing three other different houses. So all four of them were representing their respective houses for a school elocution competition. And goes without saying, that little boy who used to be a wonderful student in class learned how to emote and perform well. And prior to this program beginning, the teacher almost said everything but said that you are going to be the winner. The boy was confident, the boy was voraciously energetic, and the boy was performing very well in each and every rehearsal. Come the day of the program, the teacher felt the best things not necessarily ought to come in the beginning. The best things should come at the end. As the saying goes, all's well that ends well. So the teacher decided that this particular boy, who was the favorite, would come up last on stage and sweep the audience across on their feet. So all the other participants representing the remaining houses, they went up on stage one by one and they performed. Not that they performed brilliantly, but some of them who were not doing so well during the rehearsals performed reasonably well. And one of them did much better than they were doing at the time of the rehearsals. So now comes the turn of this young little boy about whom the teacher was very, very sure he was going to win. So the boy goes up on stage, nods, smiles at the audience. The entire school is seated there. There's the school principal. There are guests who have been invited from outside, few parents, few honorable judges. And the boy nods, smiles at the audience, and begins. Flawless. It was like an ocean flowing without any ripples. It was crest and trough, but the boy was wonderful. This first sentence, the second sentence, the third sentence, fantastic. In the middle of the fourth sentence, the boy paused. And everybody felt that he was doing it for effect. But the reality was he had forgotten his lines. The boy looked at the audience, the boy started crying, and then the boy started mumbling. He looked at the wings for help, and the teacher was reciting few of the lines because the teacher realized that the boy had probably, by hearing the prompt, would be able to proceed. But nothing happened. Fat droplets of tears started coming down from the eyes of the boys. And in a short while, the boy sunk down his head and ran into the waiting hands of the teacher. The favorite happened to be the loser. Flash forward to the college day of the same boy. In a particular round, in a particular program of a debate, the boy chose not to participate. And the English teacher again rebuked the boy because he was chosen as a captain representing the team. 2 days later, the teacher brought that boy forward and told him, it's an opportunity that you have missed in the lifetime. Many failures later, many learnings later, that boy is now doing reasonably well. He is a public speaker. He's had few years working in the industry full time and as a coach. And I know in those ups and downs, the boy has gone through a journey where the boy has learned. Why I know so clearly about that boy is every morning when I am combing my hair, I happen to see the reflection of the boy in the mirror. It was my story. And I'm sure it's a story which many other Indians have. I would just like to add one more part when we talk of going upstream. Read about Arunima Sinha, a 23-year-old woman thrown off a train, 2 legs amputated, and a woman who was just a volleyball player thrown out of the train because somebody wanted to snatch her chain. 49 trains went past her as she lay half conscious on those train tracks, 2 legs amputated. 2011, when she was 23, that is what happened. She decided she would eventually climb the Mount Everest. On May 2013, with the help of training and coaching from Bachendri Pal, Arunima Sinha became the first amputee to climb the Mount Everest. Not just the Mount Everest. After that, till 2014, and even after, she has climbed 7 peaks in 7 different continents. That's conviction. That's going upstream. That's swimming against the tide. A volleyball player becomes an amputee mountaineer climbing the mountain all by yourself. And I think that's harmony with self. When as an individual, you are able to do and achieve what you have set out to and create an example for billions around you and inspire them, that's harmony for you. Exactly as the legendary and respected Rabindranath Tagore had said, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high and freedom is there with you always, and you are able to find the true reason and purpose in your life. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Good night.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for putting out those amazing words. I could see a lot of energy flowing from your side to our side. So I think that's amazing. Sometimes the goosebumps out there. So I think that's fabulous. And I think the idea that you striked was something which was thought provoking about swimming upstream. And that lady, hats off to that person. I think that is so inspirational. That, and thank you for sharing her with us. That's amazing. Awesome. So I think that's fabulous. Let's move to another powerful speaker who is going to show his or her thoughts on the table, and let's see what she or he has to bring on the table.
Our next speaker is Sharanya Reddy. She's the Corporate Connect Manager, and her topic is how to make the world a better place to live. The stage is all yours.
Okay, firstly, a great appreciation for all the amazing speakers who set the stage on fire and gave an intense competition and made me rewrite my speech 3 times during the whole time. So I'm going to speak about how to make the world a better place to live for our peacefulness and happiness. Most of the people, they run around money. Most of the people try to build their career, which is actually great. But we are amidst a pandemic. We've dealt through various climatic changes. They said 2020 is just a trailer. And yeah, it might be true. But yeah, one thing which we all miss in running instead of our career, money, success in our busy life is our inner happiness, is our inner peacefulness. And yeah, of course, you all, if you're in this platform, you must be really successful. Some of you are founders of some amazing organizations. Some of you are amazing public speaking coaches. Some of you are inspiring students in school and colleges working, interning, and who've got the potential to give the speech over here. You all are really successful, but you must be thinking there is something, some element missing in your life. Are you? Something must be missing, right? Yeah. In order to achieve that something, that 1% of something missing out in your life, try to spend time. Try to spend time with yourself, finding your inner self. As Shubhangi told, it's the speech by Harry Sandu, which made us realize how self-belief is important, how one should believe in themselves. I've been a really introvert for my whole schooling life. Yeah, grade 1 to grade 12. There have been lots of opportunities where I got a chance to speak, but I was so shy that I couldn't even utter a single word. I've been attending various functions with my mom, but yeah, not even in any function I couldn't utter a single word. You all know relatives, they ask questions, just a smile. But yeah, today, after joining 10,000 speakers, which made me realize my inner potential, which made me speak. And yeah, there's been a childhood dream for me when the World Speech Day came into a format. I've always been wanted to speak on a platform where great, inspiring personalities could listen to me. It was a dream. I've dreamed it for years. About friends and family. They were like, "Oh, such an introverted girl. You don't have the courage to speak in front of public. Oh God, she can never do this." And yeah, today I did it. So yeah, dreams come true. Dreams come true only when we work hard and when we believe in ourselves. And also to fill out that 1% of empty void in our life, try to contribute something for social well-being. And yeah, as someone told earlier, how she helps her friends by listening. Do listen to others. If you all listen out to your friends and family, there's no need of therapist. There's no need of any mental health issues. As we all know, during older days, people used to sit out when there were no mobile phones or cell phones or any kind of social media. People among all sort of age group used to sit together, talk and chit chat for us. They say no matter how big the problem is, once we let out, we'll feel better. And also, they can give us an advice. Yeah, so one thing which I would like to advise is listen to others. You have no idea how relief a person might feel. And yeah, coming to the next point, we all love someone, right? Yeah. And when I told the word love someone, most of the people must have thinking about their life partners. But yeah, one main thing which we forget is to love our parents. Yeah, the way we try to impress our crushes, the same way, put the same amount of efforts in taking care of your parents, put the same amount of efforts in appreciating your grandparents. Instead of talking hours and hours of call with your friends, just once in a while, call up to your parents or your grandparents. They'll be like, oh my God, you can make their day. And yeah, coming to the last point, also to contribute to the social well being, Try to engage, try to volunteer, try always not to work for profit. Just as 10,000 speakers do lots of initiatives to help people, try volunteering, try helping people in need, try donating food, clothes, or anything available. Even if it is a small amount, you have no idea the amount of contribution it makes. Yeah, thanks for listening to me. I'm really lucky to get an opportunity to speak among amazing players. I've read this wonderful quote that words can reach the places where bullets can't, by our founder Abhishek sir. And that has inspired me to speak. And I hope this speech inspires you too. Thank you.
Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Sharanya, for such wonderful words. I think, yes, one of the participants also said that it was so therapeutic and it is interesting. You should explore that area as well as a profession. I think as a speaker, it would be amazing. Great. And somehow we came to at peace. It was so relaxing in that way. It was amazing. And your talk was really nice. So I think that's awesome. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. And
Yeah.
on that note, I think there is one thing that I kind of missed out. That is something on my fault. I didn't introduce 10,000 speakers properly. So let me take this chance to introduce 10,000 speakers, and then we can take it across. So 10,000 speakers is a global public speaking community where the goal is to provide such platforms for people to speak up, because we believe that if you just start speaking, your life would be totally different. A lot of things will be changing. And at 10,000 speakers, we are kind of trying to build that ecosystem where we are just giving an opportunity for people to understand the concept of speaking and giving them confidence so that they can just go there, be there in front of the world and tell their story. So I think that is pretty much, and we are very happy that World Speech Day, we are official partners, India partners of World Speech Day, and it has been an amazing journey with them as well. And with this, we are able to do a lot of things with a lot of speakers like you, and that is fabulous. Let's move on to the next speaker. So Nidhi, who is the next amazing speaker who is going to present here?
We are down to our last four speakers. The next speaker is Sujata Kumari, who is a public speaking coach, and her topic is harmony in relationships.
Sujata, the stage is all for you, and you can take it across.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
yeah, you're
hello.
audible. You're audible and good to go.
I think I'm not able to see you guys.
We can see you
My
properly.
internet
You're
is not
audible.
stable.
Oh, okay. Can you hear
My
us now?
internet is not stable.
Okay, that is sad.
It's taking a lot, Abhishek.
No, you are perfectly audible and your video is awesome. You can start.
Okay, okay, perfect, perfect, perfect.
All the best.
Awesome. Yeah. कहते हैं ना कि हम सभी को एक एम्बिशियस एंड इंडिपेंडेंट लड़कियां पसंद आती है, लेकिन अपनी घर की नहीं, किसी और के घर की. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Sujata. I'm a public speaking coach and a founder of prospeakers.com. कुछ ऐसी कहानी मेरी भी रही है. It was 2 years back when I was in a toxic relationship and I was jungling and battling to come out of it. And it's literally, I was looking for the harmony in my life. It was very difficult. And once I decided that I have to come out of it, how many days? That's when I decided that I took a stand for myself. And today you guys are able to see the charming, smiling, happy, and independent lady who is right in front of you. How did this happen? This happened only by taking that odd decision for self, for myself. I'm not going to be a very formal over here. I'll be talking of my heart. That's where, at the time, I was looking for harmony completely.
And what I personally believe is, if you don't have harmony in your relationship, you will not harmony in anything else. You will not have harmony in anything else. Your career, your family, your personal, everything will be unstuck. And that is how I came across one of the lady in the bus, and she told ki, Sujata, this is why these people they do this. हम बीच रास्ते में छोड़ के क्यों चले जाते हैं? And I realized in that manner कि we as a ladies, we are surrendering ourselves, because the society says that your existence is worth only because when you have man in your life. And society sees the ladies that you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve happiness because you have come across a divorced lady. I wanted to eliminate this from the society's mindset that even people who has what has happened unexpected in their life, that doesn't mean it decides their worth. And that's the reason here I am to share with you all 2 to 3 steps of things that can help you to find a harmony in your life. Number 1 that I have learned in my life after being out of the toxic relationship is stand up for yourself no matter what. Even you're left alone in the society, you have to be standing on your own self. Nobody is responsible for your harmony, for your happiness, no one. It is you. Ladies, it is you. Second thing, always be ready to say no to people. No means no. Number 3, spend time with the people who is spreading a positivity around themselves. These are the 3 things that can help you to find harmony in your life. And that's where I had find out my harmony, and I came out of it. And first time in my life, I wrote a love story for myself. And trust me, that was the best feel. You cannot even imagine. Do you guys want me to read it out over here? It's from the heart. Okay, let me read it out for you. When I found myself, I came out of that. I wrote this to myself. Okay, I'm writing this to the special person of my life, whom I love a lot. It's you, Suju. You are beautiful just the way you are. You are the one of the strongest person I ever know. Though people wanted to break you down, you still stood tall and strong. I always wanted to tell you this, that I love you a lot. And will you be my Valentine? It was written on Valentine's Day to myself. And trust me, that was the best feeling out of anything. And what I personally believe that, again, back to the things. If you don't have harmony in your relationship, at least with yourself, you'll not find harmony anywhere. It starts within you first and then outside. So ladies, you are strong enough. You can be the inspiration. You are the voice for so many ladies out there. Just stand up, come out of the comfort zone, come out of the negativity you are surrounded with. Take that one standing for yourself. At least do it for yourself. Trust me, the world is waiting for you, just for you, to hear you. They want you. Come out of it. Thank you.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful and so powerful. Thank you, Sujata, for such amazing words. I think that was so much power. What do you think, Mahi? Was it reaching to you?
Amazing. It's so amazing. Words are never enough to describe like what you have just put in a beautiful way. It's awesome.
I think that was so powerful. Thank you, Sujata, for sharing your personal story and sharing this inspiring talk with us, and sharing time on this platform on World Speech Day. It's awesome to have you here. Thank you.
Same here, Abhishek. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. So Nidhi, there is so much energy now in this whole ecosystem. How to bring harmony now? Because I think the session and the overall thing is going to blast. What do you think, Nidhi? Hey Nidhi, can you hear us? There's I think some glitch which is happening on Nidhi's part, but I think that's fabulous. So let's move on to the next speaker. So Nidhi, can you help us with the next speaker? Who is the next speaker?
She's having a bit of network issues, I guess.
जब तक निधि मैम का नेटवर्क स्टेबल होता है, मैं आपसे भी एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि जैसे सुजाता मैम ने सेल्फ लव के बारे में बहुत ही खूबसूरती से बताया, और सेल्फ लव की सबसे अच्छी बात है, दो आप कर सकते हैं कि सेशन काफी लंबा चल रहा है, एक एक घुट पानी पी लीजिए, इंक्लूडिंग अभिषेक सर, आप भी। लंबा सेशन चल रहा है और अभी कुछ देर और चलेगा, तो जस्ट टेक अ सिप एंड लंबी सांसें ले लीजिए, बिकॉज
Our next speaker is Viplav Pandey. He's a young business coach, and his topic is how can we change tiny bits in our personality and mindset to harmonize the world. The stage is all yours.
Thank you very much, Nidhi. Thank you very much, Abhishek. I want to start off by saying that they say the best way to predict the future is by acknowledging the past. That means you can look at the past and you can judge what the future is going to be. But a tiny word which we kind of miss here is that they say you can predict the future. You cannot accurately pinpoint what the future is going to be. My name is Viplav Pandey. I'm a mindset and a personality coach. So I want to start off my speech by letting you all know the importance of a second chance, because I believe that we nowadays are very scarce to giving second chances to other people, because in this fast living world we want different peoples, we want fast paced peoples. We tend to leave the people behind which are already left behind. That is not our fault basically yet, because we do not know the concept of duality. So as a mindset coach, I want you all to let in on a secret. I want you all to know about this concept which is known as duality. See, for a very simple example, I can tell you, when you look at the coin, one side of the coin is heads, the other side of the coin is tails. Now, just tell me one thing, can you throw away the heads part and keep the tails part? I believe you cannot, and vice versa. You cannot throw away the tails part and you can keep the heads part. The best thing you can do is you can throw away the whole coin. You can throw away both the parts and you can acknowledge and you can reserve both the parts to yourself. By this I mean there is always hate in love. There is always sadness in happiness. These two are parallel to each other. These two cannot exist with each other. And at the same moment, going deeper into the topic, I would like you all to know, when you say this person is beautiful, the beautifulness only exists because the ugliness exists. Like, you cannot say this is beautiful without acknowledging something which is not beautiful. So what we want in our lives is we want the beautiful part to ourselves. That is also what science is chasing. Science is chasing for us to live till the ends of our life. Science is chasing the life of eternalness. The science is trying to reject or discard morality. Science wants us to be immortal. But can a person be born without being dead? Can a person die without being born? No. These two things exist with each other. So I want you all to know, when you love someone, you cannot just love someone and expect not to hate them anytime soon. You will hate them. And as a matter of fact, and as a funny thing also, your love exists only because of the hate, and your hate exists only because of the love. So these things are connected with each other. So whenever you try to understand someone, or whenever you try to get along with someone, you cannot just expect yourself, and you cannot just expect anyone to go for the good things, because good things are only good because there is something bad in them. Then only it is good. So thank you very much for my speech. My name is Viplav Pandey. Thank you 10,000 speakers for providing us this very nice platform to come and share our words. That said, thank you very much.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you, Viplav, for sharing your amazing thoughts. The flip coin philosophy is just amazing, and I think we should learn how to coexist with the whole thing. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing such amazing thoughts. That's so powerful. Awesome. What do you think, Anshuman?
बहुत शानदार कहा सर आपने। आपको सादर प्रणाम है इस बात के लिए, आपने डुअलिटी के बारे में बताया। द्वैतता, हर चीज दो भाग के साथ ही आती है, और इसी के साथ आप सभी से बता देता हूँ कि उम्मीदें आती हैं मोहब्बत के साथ। तो बाकी सब जुड़े रहिए, सुनते रहिए, मजा तो आ ही रहा है।
That's amazing. Awesome. So I think we have come down to our second last speaker. We have Nidhi with us, who is the co-host also. So an interesting thing about Nidhi is that she is a very impromptu professional speaker. And just before, I think, 30 minutes or so, I was like, Nidhi, I need a co-host for the thing. And she was like, okay, but I'm writing my speech. Maine kaha, yeah, you'll be fab. You can just
You don't have
join
to
in and
spill the
everything.
beans, Abhishek.
So let's welcome the co-host Nidhi with her amazing topic around harmony. That is that is
Healing
healing
yourself.
yourself with the world. Over to you, Nidhi.
Thank you. Life is a journey, not too long, not too short. A beautiful concoction of the highs and the lows, the yeses and the nos, the rains and the rainbows, the storms and the blows, the battles and the fights, love and spite. Yet, in all of this, one common thing that all of us share is the guarantee of undergoing personal loss and grief. It is not a matter of if we will experience personal loss and grief, but a matter of when we will experience it and how we will handle it. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nidhi Chauhan. My topic for today is healing yourself and the world. With COVID-19 came an unprecedented lifestyle, a lifestyle where people who were very young were dying, a lifestyle where people could not cremate their loved ones and did not have a chance to say their final goodbyes. And a lifestyle where everybody understood that the toughest goodbyes are not the ones which you have to tell young people, but those are the goodbyes that have never been said. Exactly 11 months ago, I lost my grandfather. On the morning that I got to know that he passed away, the same afternoon I got to know that I was COVID positive. This meant that the man I loved the most, the man I respected the most, I could not see him for one last time. I could not kiss his forehead for one last time. I could not say my goodbyes for one last time. And needless to say, that left me with a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of grief. And that is where my search for healing began. I stumbled across a beautiful book titled Option B by Adam Grant and Sheryl Sandberg, where she speaks of her loss. And she speaks about 3 P's that we need to understand. The first being personalization. That is, not everything that happens to us happens because of us. There are many things in life that are out of our control, way beyond our control. For example, I could not control my getting COVID on the same day that he passed away. I could not do anything because if I went there, I would have impacted more people. The second P is pervasiveness. We often think that if we are bad at one thing, we are going to be bad at everything in life. That is, I thought that I had been a bad granddaughter by not being there to say my goodbye. And that I let spill into every relationship in my life, being overly guilty about being a bad friend, being a bad daughter, being a bad sister. And the third P that he talks about is permanence. We often project our feelings indefinitely into the future. We are anxious, and then we are anxious that we are anxious. We are sad, and then we are sad that we are sad. And that's the irony of how the human mind works, and nothing is permanent. Through this book, I understood that what happened had to happen. It just happened in the wrong way for me, and I had to find my healing. And what was the way to find healing? The way to find healing was love. And thus began my quest to define love. Love is not an arbitrary feeling after all, right? And that's where I found a beautiful quote from the Bible, the verse number 4 from John chapter 18. It says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not perfect in love." And therefore, I understood that I should not punish myself. I should be fearless in loving myself. I should break barriers in loving myself. More so, when it comes to healing the world, it starts with healing yourself. How you see yourself, how you think of yourself is projected onto how you deal with others. You can be assertive, you can be arrogant, you can be submissive or indifferent, depending on the regard you have for yourself and the other people around you and the relationship between the two. What did I do to deal with my grief? I started loving myself. I started loving others unconditionally. I started lending a more sympathetic shoulder to the others, understanding that all our time is limited here. I picked up the paintbrush and I picked up sketch pencils, hoping that one day I would get so good at it that I will draw the final image of my grandfather that flashes in front of my eyes the last time I saw him. I spend my time making memories with people who are around me and cherishing the memories I still have with my grandfather. My question to you is, are you loving yourself fearlessly? Are you breaking barriers to love yourself and to love others? Let the healing flow. When the healing begins within, that is when you can heal the world. You don't change the world all people at a time. You change the world one person at a time. Let one person recognize love through you. And my friend, you will see how you will impact generations to come. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Nidhi, for such powerful words. I think the overall, it was somewhere you took us on a journey, and we were there sitting with you, you know, trying to figure out, being sympathetic with you, with your grandfather, and that was so touching, and the ideas you brought here, I think that's fabulous. Thank you for sharing those ideas, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would get inspired with your ideas from here. Thank you, Nidhi.
And that brings us to our last speaker, which is you. So please give me the honor of introducing you.
Sure.
Our final speaker is Mr. Abhishek, who has been the partner for World Speech Day and who's also the founder of 10,000 Speakers. And his topic is harmony with self. Abhishek, the stage is all yours. All of us are waiting for you with bated breaths.
Great. Thank you, Nidhi, for hosting me across and sharing the stage with me here. Whew. This was how I used to feel when I was in a lot of trouble. We all are sometimes. We all are fixed. We all are hammered between problems. We all are different phases, and that is where the word harmony comes. When I heard about this topic, the new harmony, I was like, okay, but still okay. What is harmony? It's always flowing. It's simple. It's equilibrium and all those philosophical thoughts. But then I dwelled into my own life, and then I figured out two concepts which are corely important, which I understood from the deep, and I am going to share with you on that. When I talk about new harmony, I am talking about two different things. The first thing I'll be telling you is this: we are always in motion. We are super curious people. We are always moving. We are moving here, we are moving there, we are moving in relationships, we are moving in jobs, in money, in everything. And we are trying to achieve something in life, right? We are trying to achieve that fame, that one relationship which will be awesome, that one person who will be a great friend, that one place where I'll be happy, that one view of the sea that you want to achieve. And that is how things are moving. But do you know, when we talk about harmony, somehow it is not the outside world which harmonizes the whole thing. It is the inside world that goes in. And a lot of people don't even know about it. They just do some self-talk. Okay, I'm feeling sad, happy, and all of that. But like there is internet, there are a lot of videos, audios, and there's a huge network of things. Same is inside within us. And that is what I want to talk about. So when I talk about new harmony, I want you to realize one simple fact is that when we are moving from one thing to another, somehow we are tricking our mind to set some goals. Like this is, I'll be at harmony when I do this. I'll be at harmony when I achieve this. I'll be at harmony when I be here, and all of that. But that is where you're losing the crux of the whole thing. The harmony is not in the future. The harmony is today. I'll give you a very simple example that I realized this when I was doing it. So, back in the time when I was doing a lot of work in professional world, as well as, a lot of things were happening in my life. Uh, what I figured out is that I said, Kiar, let me first of all get some stable income. Okay, let me get some amazing lifestyle. Then let me do some amazing work on myself, and then I'll go for a relationship. But then everything was always moving, and I was not able to kind of decide. Okay, this is the time when I should go for a relationship. This is when I should allow myself to go and talk to people, go dating and things like that. I was like, the things will never be in harmony. It is all chaos that will be happening, and you have to find your own harmony within. And that is where it was amazing realizations where yes, there is chaos, there is chaos everywhere which is going in and around you, but the art is to realizing it and then harmonizing with the whole thing. The second thought that I have regarding harmony when I saw this topic is that recently I got married 1 year back, and a lot of things change. A lot of things change. Everyone is smiling, maybe married, maybe not married, but everyone is smiling because they have either felt it, or they have either felt it with somebody else, or just know the fact that somebody has told them. And that is something that I want to tell you, is that we are all in phases, and these phases come from orange to green to yellow, and these are kind of moving. And what our mind has is a perfect friendship, then perfect you know relationship, and then perfect partner and things like that. So we are kind of moving in these stages, but the idea is it's not integral. It's always fractional. It is always moving from 1.1 to 1.2, 1.3, and then 2, and then across. So don't be 1 or 2, be somewhere in the middle. And once you understand that concept, I think you will be at harmony with your own self, and then you will be able to reflect it across your life as well as people around you. So that is my time. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.
That was great. That was great, Abhishek.
Awesome. Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you, all the amazing speakers who have been a part of this whole amazing show. As we already told you, that World Speech Day, there are there will be more than 100 countries, people from all across the globe are participating, and this is our speeches from India. To the people who are all watching this, I think India as a country, that we have done a lot of things in the past, and we have a lot of potential moving forward. And this shows you a lot of voices that we have across the country. I would love to invite other speakers to give one last message to all the people who are watching these particular speeches on World Speech Day. So Sujata, Anshika, Anshuman, Sharanya, Shubhangi, whosoever wish to share one message to the globe, please feel free to unmute yourself and put it out.
If you're listening to this until now, we respect your patience. Thanks for listening us and hope our speeches has inspired your lives.
And
that's amazing.
If you're gonna speak for your country, if you're gonna speak by heart. Just don't try to be a perfect speaker, perfect speech. Just speak by your heart. And all the best.
Don't let criticism affect you, because hassles are all a part of life, and you have to dodge them, you have to deal with them, and yeah, just believe in yourself. You guys are amazing and you all can do amazing things.
As we discussed today, to live in harmony, it is a great topic to discuss upon. The important thing is in life is to understand yourself for the better, to create a difference in people's life. And it is said that a person can create a difference in millions of lives. So try to be a person to create a difference in millions of lives and to create a difference in your own life. Thank you.
I would like to say that, I would like to say that there will be a time, we all are hustlers, we all are dealing with a lot of things in our life, right? There are two things that I want to tell you. There will be a day whereas you will not feel like getting off your bed. There will be a day you will deal with a lot of negativity. There will be a day you will be left alone. The only person will be with you is you. So don't give up. And the second thing is stand up for yourself. Thank you.
Harmony, I believe, is not in always being able to do what you have set out to do. Harmony is in realizing that there will be bad days. There will be days when you will not be able to achieve, and those will be the days of your learning. The days of your failures are the days of your learning, and believing that you could change for the better and for being the best version of yourself. And therefore, there are two things that we ought to do. Number one, be the change that you want to see in others, and therefore constantly keep on evolving. And secondly, always give off the best in yourself so that others could learn from you and you become truly an inspiration by being a leader by example. Thank you.
That's amazing and amazing. Anybody else wish to share anything else?
Yeah. I just
Okay.
wanted to add on, like, listening is the best thing, is it amazing, but listening won't change anything. So just think on yourself, like what the other speeches that we have today, like what do you think about these things? And be the change, as the sir say, be the change that you want to see in the world. Amazing.
I
Thank
think
you.
that's fabulous. I would like to add one last thought that everything, yeah, everyone wants to be saved. You know, everyone wants to be saved from anything what they are into, but they being saved is a feeling that everybody want to have, and I'm pretty sure you would be saving a lot of folks out there. Don't expect that somebody will save you. Yes, there is expectation that somebody will save you as well, but if not, nobody is coming. Go stand up for yourself, and I think you can save yourself. That is my last thought for this World Speech Day. And I thank all the speakers who have joined us on this amazing day. This 2022, we have done a tremendous job of adding so much value to the world, and we wish you all the very best. Travel across the year, have more experiences, and come back to World Speech Day 2023 with more experiences, more maturity, and more new amazing thoughts with us. I wish you guys all the very best. Have a great evening.